2016 was an awesome year in gaming, and hopefully 2017 will be even better. Not much is known about Nintendo's 2017 lineup, which should change come January 12th, but that doesn't stop there from being many potentially great titles slated for this year. So, today I'm going to be counting down the ones I'm most excited for. Games officially given a 2017 release date, in addition to widely accepted rumored titles confirmed for the year, are all allowed on the list. However, expansions such as Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, and remasters or remakes such as the Crash Bandicoot trilogy are not allowed, as they are not brand new complete games. Also, keep in mind, these are the games that I'm most excited for, which are probably not the same as yours, so let me know what games you're looking forward to most in the comments below. Also, it took me forever to finalize the order of this list, so there are many games I could easily move up or down a few spots. With all that said, I'm Youngster Skamor, and these are my top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. Number 10, Pikmin 4/Pikmin Reboot, rumored to be 2017. It's been a year and a half since Miyamoto confirmed Pikmin 4, saying that it was near completion. Still, we've seen absolutely nothing of it, which leads many to believe that it had made its way to the Switch. Laura Kate Dale, notorious for leaking things about the Nintendo Switch, and whose rumors I will be mentioning much more as the video goes on, has confirmed this herself, also saying that it is being reworked into a reboot for the franchise. I don't have too much experience with the Pikmin series, which is why this game isn't too high on my list, but I enjoyed Pikmin 3 a lot, so much that I even made a video about it documenting one of my more negative experiences with the game. I am looking forward to Pikmin 4, or the Pikmin Reboot, or whatever it ends up being called, to get back into the series. We don't know anything about the game so far, but a new Pikmin game can't really be a bad thing. Or can it? Number 9, Project Sonic 2017. We still don't know much about Sonic's next 3D adventure, nor have we seen any gameplay, but I'm excited nonetheless. The plot seems interesting and epic, and the addition of classic Sonic makes me hope the gameplay will return to that of Sonic Generations, which is a game I really like, although I can't imagine a good plot explanation for his return, which to be honest, makes me wary. This game isn't too high on my list, because similarly to Pikmin, I don't have too much experience with the Sonic franchise, however I look forward to re-entering it with this game. Number 8, Splatoon Switch, rumored for March 2017. Splatoon for the Nintendo Switch is the weirdest entry on this list, mostly because we don't know what it is. The Switch's reveal trailer showed us a few seconds of gameplay, which debuted a new map, more weapons, and increased customization options. These all suggest a brand new Splatoon sequel, or should I say, Splatoon. This would skyrocket the title to number 1 on my list, no question. However, the graphical look of the game, a few rumors, and the fact that it was debuted next to a Mario Kart 8 port suggest otherwise. Splatoon Switch being a port of the Wii U game would take the game off my list entirely, because regardless of how much I love Splatoon, I'm not excited to pay $60 for it again just for a small amount of new content. Though, rumors do suggest that Splatoon might come packed in with the Switch, so perhaps that's a nice compromise. Number 7, Night in the Woods, February 2017. Night in the Woods is an indie game funded by Kickstarter that I hadn't heard of until very recently. One look at the new trailer will make you understand why I just cannot wait for this game. I don't know entirely what the gameplay is like, but the variety shown in the trailer, in addition to the witty dialogue and great music, make me totally on board. Furthermore, I feel like the game's story is going to be a lot deeper than it lets on. Also, there's something in the woods. Number 6, South Park: The Fractured But Whole, Q1 2017. I only recently played the first South Park game, The Stick of Truth, and despite not having watched too much of the show, I absolutely loved the game. The story was phenomenal, with a countless amount of hilarious and memorable moments, such as Canada being like an old-fashioned RPG, or when the player has to fight Khloe Kardashian's aborted Nazi fetus. Unexpectedly, the dialogue was also amazing, leaving me laughing the entire way through. The battles were also great, with many different attacks, special attacks, items, summons, partners, weapons, and strap-ons at the player's disposal, allowing for many different strategies. I would almost describe the game as an M-rated Paper Mario 64, and trust me, that's a huge compliment, as Paper Mario is one of my favorite games of all time. While Stick of Truth took on a fantasy setting, in The Fractured But Whole, the kids will be playing superheroes, mocking the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I expect the plot to be just as ridiculous and funny this time around. They're changing up the gameplay a bit, making position an important part of battles similar to a strategy RPG. I'm slightly skeptical of this change, as these types of battle systems tend to be muddled and confusing, but I'm also confident that Obsidian will successfully pull it off. Number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, 2016, March 2017, summer who the hell knows. It's been 2 years since I made my first top 10, the top 10 most anticipated Nintendo games of 2015, and it was, don't watch it. That was the first video I ever edited, and, well, it's not really good. To be specific, I use the term edited very loosely. Anyway, Breath of the Wild, or Zelda U as it was called then, actually had the top spot on that list. Oh, how naive we were, thinking we would get the game that year. We've learned a lot about the game since, and I'm still incredibly hyped for it. The world is huge, the plot seems very interesting, and it appears that Link will have many different items at his disposal, which is a huge plus. I do have some worries though, however minor. For one, there appears to be a lack of variety in the enemies, but to be fair, we've only seen a tiny portion of the world. Second, I'm somewhat afraid that there will be a lack of things to do in the overworld, which is often an issue I have with open world games. To be honest though, the reason this game isn't higher on my list is that we've known about it for so long, my hype capacity is starting to run out. I just want to get my hands on the game, and when I do, there's a strong possibility that it will be one of my favorites of the year. Number 4. Super Mario Switch, rumored for March 2017. This one's pretty simple. Mario platforming games are great. I even love the new Super Mario Bros. Series, except for the one on 3DS. And I also love Super Mario 3D World, contrary to many who thought that it wasn't a real 3D Mario game. Well, those people are probably happy now, because although it's hard to tell for sure, the next Super Mario game for the Switch seems to be a return to the more traditional style of 3D Mario. And I'm happy too, because those games, such as Galaxy and 64, are incredible as well. The possibilities are endless for this next title. My main hope is that it's the biggest and most epic Mario adventure yet. I particularly hope that Nintendo surprises us by making a compelling story instead of just having Bowser kidnap Peach again. Our ridiculously limited knowledge on this title keeps it from getting even higher on my list, but we should hopefully learn much more on January 12th. Number 3. Mario Rabbids RPG, rumored for March 2017. This is certainly a weird entry on the list because it's only a rumor. It hasn't been officially announced yet and could not even be real for all we know. However, the source seems to be incredibly reliable, so like the rest of the internet, I'm counting it as true. As I said earlier, Paper Mario for the N64 is one of my favorite games. Unfortunately, well, the series isn't really as good anymore. I mean, really? What even is this? The Mario and Luigi series has also been going downhill, with the recent entries being far more bland and boring and less creative. I see the Mario and Rabbids crossover RPG as a chance for a Mario RPG to recapture the magic that many of them used to have. Supposedly, the game is focusing primarily on side characters like Yoshi, which is an incredibly good sign in my book. If the team behind the game takes a unique and creative route, then this has the potential to be an amazing game. Of course, it also has the potential to be very disappointing. We'll just have to wait and see. Number 2. Ukulele, April 11th, 2017. Okay, I'll just be upfront. I've never played a Banjo-Kazooie game. Hey, cut me some slack! I never owned an N64, and I don't have an Xbox One, so there's really no way to play any of them. Despite this, I've always been interested in the series and the critical acclaim it receives. Disturbingly, Rare has spent a long time working on other games, and while they're now hard at work on Sea of Thieves, Playtonic Games, a group of ex-employees from Rare, is working on Ukulele, a spiritual successor to the Banjo games. And let me tell you, it looks amazing. The platforming seems great, the stages are beautiful, there are many original ideas at play, and even my man Shovel Knight's joining the party. The Wii U version of this game has been cancelled, but Nintendo fans need not worry, because they'll be making a Switch version, hopefully as soon as possible. Personally, I don't care if it's on my Wii U, Switch, PC, or PlayStation, I just want to play it. The wait has been long, but now the game is only 3 months away. Just 3 short months. Number 1! SpiderMan PS4, 2017. Considering that I'm a huge Nintendo fan, I imagine that my number 1 pick is surprising to many of you. Originally, I was worried that I wouldn't get to play this game, but thankfully, my brother got a PS4 for his birthday just a few weeks ago, so I'm good. I know we've only gotten 1 trailer so far, and not too much gameplay, but the bottom line is, I just love Spider-Man. I love all the movies, action-packed with good stories too, plus the idea of the superhero is awesome. As a kid, and even now, I'd always want to be Spider-Man, and I think out of any superpower, his would be the most fun to have. Now, Spider-Man PS4s make my dream come true. I even have a Spider-Man game on the GBA, Spider-Man 3, and it's incredible. If a GBA Spider-Man game can be that fun, imagine what Insomniac Games will be able to do with an 8th generation home console. And yeah, I know they've made 3D home console Spider-Man games before, but sadly, I haven't really had the chance to play any. Although it's worth mentioning that I have a distinct memory of being in kindergarten and watching my neighbor play a Spider-Man game on the PS2 or something. I never got to play them. But anyway, the fact that I distinctly remember this truly shows how long I've been waiting to play as Spider-Man in a home console video game. I honestly couldn't tell you exactly what this game is going to be like, but you can be sure that I have nothing but the highest of hopes for it. And honestly, I hope it doesn't, but even if it gets mediocre reviews, I'm probably still going to have tons of fun with this game. Overall, and it was close, Spider-Man PS4 is my number 1 most anticipated game of 2017. Well, that's it for my top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. I know I haven't really been doing too many scripted videos on my channel, but I plan to start doing a lot more of them soon, such as reviews, top 10s, and more. I'm also starting a brand new video series very soon, which I'm incredibly excited about. I don't want to reveal anything else about it quite yet, but stay tuned. It should be coming very soon. It will also have my face in it, so that's something. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, Youngster Skimore, so you don't miss any videos, and tell me your most anticipated games of the year in the comments below so I know what you guys are looking forward to. Happy New Year, I hope you get to enjoy some great games in 2017, and I will see you guys next time.